Yeah, so my whole family. I grew up a diehard OU fan, and my whole family had gone to OU basically, and so, um, but of course, there's growing up, I knew even through Maury Rose because of his son, Dayton, who went to Oklahoma State and went to the same high school I was going to go to, and obviously knew the history of Oklahoma State golf, and knew who you were, knew about Carson Creek, knew it all, and so Oklahoma State golf was the mecca, and so I get to Dornick Hills, get on the first. It was actually the 10th tee. We teed off on the
Okay.
back. I
Yeah.
vividly remember it, and I saw and I, like I said, I knew who you were. I didn't know what you looked like, but I see a sharp looking dude in some Oklahoma State golf gear, and I thought, that gear doesn't look like it's something you go and buy from Kickenberg Golf Shop. That looks like some team issued gear, and so I kind of quickly came to the conclusion that that's Coach McGraw. And so, like you said, I was in some crimson and cream that day, and the next day, I remember talking to my dad that evening and going, you know what? I think I need to maybe, if he's going to be out there by any chance again tomorrow, I need to make sure that he knows that, this is not just a done deal. Like, I need to make him know that I'm not just going to go to OU because I had some OU gear on. So I think I switched up my golf bag. I wore a different hat, different shirt, and I tried to be as nonpartisan the next day as possible.
Yeah, that's when I knew this kid's coachable. He's got a chance because he understood it can't be all OU at this point. So anyway, I do remember that first meeting, first time I saw you, and I was on board that day. I felt like you had the chance to really be a really great player, and so I knew you'd be the best player in Oklahoma. And so I started watching you, and I have this visual image of being at Craig Ranch, maybe a year or so later, a year and a half later, and you and Jordan Spieth battled tooth and nail right to the very wire. I think, did he win by a shot, or did you beat him by a shot that day?
Yeah, he beat me that day.
Okay. Well, I just remember thinking these are two of the best little players around, and I'll probably recruit that Jordan Spieth as well. He was a year younger than you, and
Yeah.
so I figured he'd be in the next recruiting class. So I at least understood what good players looked like. Okay, so I could find them, I could get to them.
Right.